and welcome back to Sophie's Sofa. Today's episode is special because it's going to be very inspiring. You know, we haven't even talked about it, but I feel like I'm going to come out of this inspired. Her name is Analicia Reyes. She's super special, super cute, super nice, bubbly, everything. And she's had quite the fitness journey. She goes to the University of Florida, and we're going to get into, her life and what has made her who she is today, technically. So first, thank you so much for joining us, Analicia.
Of course.
So tell me first, what are you studying at the University of Florida?
So I'm actually at Santa Fe right now. I have to transfer, but I'm studying business as of right now.
Okay, perfect. Does that plan to change, or are you?
No, I think that's what I'm going to stick with.
Okay, awesome. Now, tell people about your fitness journey. Now, try to take it as way back as you remember, as you got into fitness, and basically how you started to make it a passion, how you started to make it an everyday thing, and how you got to where you are today with it.
All right, so I got into fitness around mid-junior year. I just kind of woke up one day and I knew like this was not the lifestyle I wanted for myself. Diabetes run in my family, and I knew with the way that I was weighing at, I knew that it was going to be a really high risk for me. So I decided to take matters into my own hands, and I just started to do dieting on my own. I started to just read what I should be eating. I literally had no clue going into it. I started at 182, I believe, my junior year is what I was weighing at. And I lost about 52 pounds in a year and ended up weighing about 125. Now, during all that, I was just eating salads, low carb, lots of cardio. I wasn't even weight training. I finished, I stayed with it. I did go to the gym, and I started kind of experimenting with weights, but then I stopped. I got into a relationship and I started dating someone. They taught me some stuff about the gym, but the relationship wasn't healthy, so I ended up gaining a lot of weight back. And as soon as I got out of there, I just knew I knew that I had lost myself, and I knew that I had wanted to get back to the person I used to be, or even a better version of that. So then I started weight training. I got with a coach, and it just turned into my passion. I just saw day by day how much I loved it. I love the feeling when I'm doing it. I love the feeling even more after it. And now I eat healthy. I eat carbs. I eat all the carbs I want. I eat salads, very little. And I have balance on my life. I weight train, and I also diet.
Right. And I think you have a very relatable story, because I think everyone who gets into fitness, maybe not today because there's more education out there, but maybe 2-3 years ago, people think that's okay, automatically I have to start running, I have to do cardio, I have to cut all carbs. And it's that's just your go-to mentality of people. And
that's what you hear. That's
right.
What they project, but you don't know everything that goes along with it.
And, in a way it works, but it only works because you're just limiting yourself so much. So you're limiting your calories, and that's why you see the results. And so people are yeah, this is what has to be working. And I think that there's a point where they're oh, shoot, I can't do this for the rest of my life. And they start researching and educating, and oh, I can eat carbs. Oh, I'm not going to get bulky if I weight train. So
yeah,
I love how people start learning, because they know it's not maintainable what they do in the beginning to kind of get to where they were.
And it ends up draining you.
Right.
When you're just doing straight cardio and not eating carbs, your body is literally draining of energy, because it needs the carbs to put into your muscles.
Right. Agreed. And I think it's a big misconception that if you're, limiting your carbs and just doing cardio, that's the way fitness is. But I really do think that as a society, we're getting a little bit better when it comes to women lifting weights and stuff like that, which is really important. Now,
I think helped a lot with that.
Yeah.
A lot of people take it on themselves to do home workouts, so they had to start doing research. And a lot of people, girls especially, have been lifting weights, which is a very woman empowerment. And women have to know that just because you lift doesn't mean you're going to look like a guy. It doesn't. I don't look like a guy, and I lift about just as much weight or even more than guys sometimes that I know.
Exactly. No, me too. I feel you, girl. So I'm not sure if this is part of your journey, but I wanted to ask you, because it's something that I've always remembered about you. So I know that you had an intense back surgery years ago. I want to say 10 years ago, or how long?
No, I had my back surgery my freshman year of high school when I was about 16. So I would say about maybe 5 or 6 years ago, almost.
And then has that pushed you in any way with health and fitness to want to be like healthier and fit and more fit, or has that kind of like held you back because it limits you in some ways?
Well, when I first started, that was also one of the reasons I wanted to lose weight, because the more weight you have on my titanium rods, the more back pain I had. So once I got to my heaviest point, I was like, wow, my back is really aching. I went to go see the doctor. The doctor's like, if you cut down weight, it's going to help your back a lot. So I was like, okay, like, so I guess I really do have to do this. So when I lost all that weight, it really helped out my back. My back almost never hurts now, especially now that I have a lot of back muscle. It really helps a lot. But it doesn't really like restrict me from almost anything. I can lift just like any other person. The only thing like I have trouble doing is like abdominal exercises, because I can't really bend my abdominal the way that other people can. So I just have to find out like ab exercise that work for my body rather than that works for everyone. But
Right.
it almost doesn't stop me from anything.
Right. And I mean, everyone had something different about their body that they have to learn how to deal with. Yours is just your back, you know?
Your back.
So I'm glad that it did push you though. So, okay, so let's move on to food, because I love talking about food. And one of the things I love asking people like who are into the gym and who actually like have a fitness lifestyle is, I don't like to say cheat meal, because I don't think you should ever cheat because you're not doing any diet.
Yeah.
Like, cheat meal. So what would you say is like your go-to treat meal that you just like wish you could eat all day? It's just not the healthiest and all that stuff.
Oh, chicken nuggets and French fries. Oh my God, I love chicken nuggets. That's my go-to whenever I can eat. If I'm eating, it's that.
A specific place or
anywhere. That and ice cream. I love ice cream.
Yeah.
There's a healthy ice cream place over here called Delights, so I get ice cream still over here.
Awesome. That's
only like
I don't know if you've tried Enlightened ice cream.
I haven't, but it's like Enlightened.
Right. It's like Halo Top.
Yeah. It's like an ice cream shop. So you get to go get it. And they have like sugar-free toppings and everything.
Do they have that in Miami?
No. I wish. I would look at it all the time when I lived in Miami. I was like, I need to go there. And then once I moved, I'm going. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So take me through a day in the life of you when it comes to like the perfect day you are working out and what you kind of eat.
So I would usually like wake up. I have a cold glass of water because it's really good for your immune system. So you usually start your morning off with a glass of water. I then make myself breakfast. My breakfast usually consists of like 4 eggs with like tomatoes, ham, onions, and a bagel on the side or bread. Then I take my vitamins. I take like vitamin C. I take some vitamins for my hair. You know, vitamins are really good for you, especially with someone that works out the way I do. After that, I usually get ready and I go work out. That's been my morning workout during quarantine. I go work out outside at the stadiums. I work out for almost an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time. And then after that, I come back. I'll usually like chill here in my apartment, shower. How come I've been on quarantine? I get really lazy at home. Like I just want to get out. So I go for a second run and I run like 2 miles later on during my day. I come back. I eat like a good lunch. When I come back from like working out, I usually just have like cereal. I just have like something to just replenish my carbs. And then I'll make lunch. And for lunch, I usually make like a bowl, like white rice, lettuce, tomato, onions, chicken, whatever kind of protein. I use like lean ground turkey, chicken. I use tuna. I'm very like lean with the meat. So I don't really eat a lot of red meat ever. And then after I run, I'll usually come back, make dinner. And then dinner will be either maybe pasta with a protein on the side or just protein with a salad on the side, depending on like how many carbs I've eaten throughout my day. But right now I'm on like kind of like I am upping my carbs, so I'm eating a lot more.
Right.
I'm eating like 2 sandwiches. Oh, I also always have like a PB&J. It's like my go-to.
Love.
Always.
I love the little circle ones that they saw at Target.
Oh my God, those are the best.
The Uncrustables.
Yes. I miss them.
This is something I forgot to ask actually before when we were talking about your fitness journey and how the last, I would say, couple of months is where you've really seen all the progress that you've, like all the hard work, you saw the progress finally. Because I think it takes a while to finally be like, okay, yeah, I've definitely changed. So what would you say is the number one thing that you did differently to take you from, yeah, you look fit, you look healthy, you work out, but then to the, okay, yeah, she definitely lifts, all this, like, you know, change your body completely. So what would you say is that main thing that pushed you to your new body?
It was mainly just like wanting it for myself. I just started like, I was like, if I just really like up my cardio just a little bit, I can definitely cut the way I want to cut. So I just upped my cardio. I just wanted to see that for myself because I had never pushed my body to such an extreme. So I just wanted to see how lean I could get. And I did it, and it was super fun. But I'm one of those people that don't prefer to be super, super lean. It's just not honestly healthy for your body. My body fat dropped to a very low percentage. And I just was like, all right, this was fun. But I do want to be bigger. I just want to be more muscly. I want to be able to like have actual bicep muscles even when I'm not flexing. So like now it's just all about eating to put on that muscle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now. But it was just honestly just wanting it for myself and just upping the cardio because my diet's already really clean. I track my macros though, which is something that is huge. I had stopped tracking macros for about 3 months, and that was from like October to December, and I just kind of plateaued those months because I wasn't on it. And as soon as I started tracking in January, I just cut a lot. So that was
Right.
really like on.
I was one of those girls that started IFYM high school. So my fittest I've ever been was probably high school, and I also like I would go be the one to tell people about it. Like it was very new and stuff, and I honestly loved it. And I think that knowing how to count your calories and your macros and all that it's not for everyone. I completely agree, but I think that
something that definitely like messes with your mind a lot. If you know, like I only have 10 grams left, like what am I gonna eat? You start freaking out. So it's something you have to really like balance in your life.
And I don't know if maybe you've struggled with this, but for me, when I start to count and like at the end of the day, let's say I have a lot of calories left, but I'm not hungry at all, I'm still gonna eat it. And it's kind of like, in a way, you're force feeding. And then the opposite, when you don't have calories and you're like, but I really want to eat something. So it can really take a toll on you if you know, can struggle mentally. So
it does. It does, and on days I would just tell myself, like the days that I would overeat, I would tell myself it's my body, it's asking for it, and it's something I'm not gonna not give my body. If it's asking for food, I have to give it to it. And if it's not, I try to just, you know, still eat a little bit. I won't eat maybe the whole amount I have left, but I would just, you know, I'm gonna have one more snack just to make sure like my body's good for the morning. Because then I will wake up in the morning like I'm super hungry.
Right.
And I was never. Yeah.
Right. And I think what you said right now is just listen to your body too. Like if your body's asking for something, so you have to find the balance of listening to your body, but also being aware of how much you're consuming. Because at the end of the day, I think that people who want to see results and long term, they have to be aware of that stuff. But someone who's like an everyday person who just wants to be a little bit healthier and fitter, they don't have to go to that extreme. So now,
end up on somebody that wants a long term, you have to be on it all the time.
Right.
I was on it for a month, at least 8 months consistently, just tracking everything. It got to a point that I would go to my family and they're like, "Can you not track?" And I'm like, "That I have to, so I'm going to."
Oh God,
I would do my own meals at times. Sometimes when I would go out, it's how bad you have to want it for yourself.
Right, I agree. And it's hard when people don't understand, especially my family. My family, like, if I couldn't find the nutrition facts online, and this is where you think that it gets a little bit obsessive, and that's when I'm like, okay, let me take a step back. I wouldn't want to go out to eat with my family. And, you know, if I'm competing if I want to compete in a show or stuff like that, then I have to kind of take that sacrifice. But for me, who I've never competed, never done anything like that, I'm like, dang, am I really gonna let this not go out with my family's everything? So it's really to find the balance of knowing what to order at places and not freaking out if you can't find nutrition facts, knowing your goals and eating for your goals and stuff. So that's extremely important.
Yeah, and once you track for so long, you kind of know, like,
you know,
if I'm gonna eat a sandwich, it's gonna have a good amount of carbs as much as a good amount of protein. You know, it's about already knowing the nutrition that's in your food that you eat on a day-to-day.
Right.
So like
I tracked for so many years that now I know what I should be eating in a day, like the amounts, if I want to cut a little bit, or if I want to gain some muscle, or if I want to maintain. So people should, like, whenever someone wants to really take the results to the next level, I tell them, listen, track for just a couple of days, just so you see what you're putting into your body, because maybe you're overeating and that's why you're not getting the results. So it's really important to be aware. Okay. Now let's end it up on what advice would you give to people who want to make fitness, who want to take that extra step, the next step in fitness?
Just to maybe do your research. see what your goal is and see how you can get to your goal. And it's not getting there in the quickest way, because the quickest way isn't going to help you maintain that body forever. It isn't. It's going to bring you right back to the body you used to have. It's about like looking at the long-term benefits of your goal and seeing how this, like doing this, is going to help you every day. It's also about just staying consistent with it. It's every day. Maybe you're not seeing the exact goal that you have in mind, but other people are seeing it already on you, because you can't even notice sometimes on yourself. Like I would get so in my head, like, oh my God, I'm gaining weight. And all my roommates would be like, dude, you look awesome. But it's just about, you gotta not get it in your own head. You gotta remember, like, it's about who you surround yourself with too. Like I surround myself here with a lot of people that work out. So it's kind of like we all keep each other in sync with it. It's like, hey, you gotta get in your workout today and you gotta get in your workout. So it's all about staying consistent, surrounding yourself with the right people and wanting it for yourself. So honestly, all it is.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. I completely agree with everything you said. And by the time this video comes out, I would have posted a video that I made a video for like tips for beginners for getting into fitness. And you mentioned stay consistent, and that's one of my tips. Hopefully, if you guys have not watched that, go ahead and watch that. And also, what was the other thing that you just said right now? That so
The
who you
people you
surround
surround
yourself
yourself
with.
with,
Yeah.
very big part.
Right.
You surround yourself with people that want it for you, people that aren't going to be envious of you getting there to your goal. It's people that are going to push you to get to your goal, motivate you, and work with you to get there.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so everyone go ahead and give Analicia a follow. I have her Instagram. It's going to be right down there. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And your semester is over, right? You're done with school for this?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
And I wish you the best of luck, and we'll definitely keep in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good.
All right, guys. See you next time on Sophie Sofa. Bye.
Bye.